Hello, my dear friends. This is Blagomir, and I am happy to welcome you to my Vedic channel. Today's video topic is dedicated to the solar eclipse, which will take place on March 29th. This eclipse will begin at Moscow time and its peak will occur at 1:49 p.m. The eclipse will approximately end at Moscow time. This is a partial solar eclipse where the moon will not completely cover the sun. During such an eclipse, the observer sees part of the solar disk actually covered by a dark spot of the moon, which is what we will witness. That is, part of the sun will still shine. And such eclipses are, let's say, the most common. This happens because the cone of the moon's full shadow often does not reach the Earth's surface at all, while the penumbral area covers a much larger territory. And in the upcoming astronomical event, the area of the moon's penumbra will predominantly affect the northern hemisphere of the Earth. And the most impressive phenomenon is, of course, expected to be observed by the residents of the northwestern part of Canada, where the coverage, or tape, of the solar disk will be somewhere around, and it will be just 6% short of a total eclipse of the solar body. And what is important to understand is that significant phases of the astronomical event will also be visible to residents of several northern territories. Yes, these are the icy expanses of Greenland, from Greenland to the misty islands of Great Britain, including Iceland and the Scandinavian countries. In the territory of the Russian Federation, the maximum phase of the eclipse will reach somewhere and be most noticeable, well, of course, in the northern regions of the Murmansk Oblast. The capital cities of Russia will be in a zone of lesser visibility of this phenomenon. Yes, well, for example, Muscovites will be able to observe somewhere around 6% of the sun's coverage, while the residents of St. Petersburg will be lucky enough to see a slightly more significant phase. This is the 23% of the sun's coverage by the moon. It is also important to note, my dear friends, that this eclipse closes a large corridor of eclipses which began with a lunar eclipse, as you remember. I also recorded a large lecture about this. And this solar eclipse will occur if we consider the Siberian Zodiac, Vedic astrology, Jyotish, in the sign of Pisces, specifically in the nakshatra Uttara Bhadrapada, which is governed by Saturn, as you know, the strict teacher who always brings us back to questions of spiritual quest. So if we take the knowledge of Vedic astrology, then an eclipse is not just some phenomena in the sky, but portals for cleansing, transformation, and rebooting karma. Especially solar eclipses. Why? Because they have a very strong influence on the entire external reality, thus overshadowing the minds of many, many people. For what purpose? To awaken something more elevated. And above the mind, according to the Bhagavad Gita, only occupies the position. And in such moments, the forgotten wisdom of many surfaces and higher forces literally whisper to us through the soul-forgotten truths. Yes, through such a solar shadow. And especially for you. I recently recorded on the channel and uploaded a mystical meditation called Eclipse Corridor. So, if you wish for me to develop and record another meditation regarding the solar eclipse, that is a mystery. For experiencing the solar eclipse, please leave a comment under this video. This way I will understand that you are interested and that the topic of mystical meditations is important and relevant to you, because many people, for example, still do not fully understand what a mystery is. What are mystical meditations? Why do them? What is their value? And so on. Therefore, I will not dwell on this in detail right now. So, leave comments, and from them I will understand how many practicing people we have here and who needs these meditations accordingly. I also want to say that at the end of the video I will give recommendations for the solar eclipse in Pisces for each rising sign of the ascendant. According to Western astrology, yes, if we use Western terminology. So watch until the end and receive knowledge of what you should do during the solar eclipse for your sign. So, the sacred meaning of the eclipse, March 29, 2025. Well, in general, Uttara Bhadrapada is a star of deep transformation, mystical revelations, and, of course, spiritual service. It is governed by a rather powerful deity. Therefore, here are hidden the secrets of time and space. And so, the conjunction of the sun and moon, the solar eclipse with the moon, is about resetting all superficial things, resetting certain aspects of personality, and a powerful chance for awakening your true or higher self. And the additional feature of this eclipse is that Rahu continues to be in the sign of Pisces. Ketu is in the sign of Virgo, intensifying the theme of sacrifice, service, intuition, spiritual quests, and the overall purity of the path. No matter what path you choose in life, the theme of purity remains relevant. As Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, whichever path the soul chooses, all these paths lead to me. It's just that some of them are experienced through pain and suffering, because a person lives unconsciously. Other paths contain happiness, joy, and love, because the person is aware of this path and follows it with joy. Now, let's move on to recommendations for all Zodiac's signs. What's important? We will start, of course, with Aries, my dear friends. For Aries, this is a time to retreat and reassess your path. Don't rush, immerse yourself in mantras, and silence will bring you very deep cleansing. And by the way, after the recommendations, I will also give you practices and rituals that will be good to perform during this eclipse. Taurus, you will be rethinking your social circle. Possibly you will refuse some communications. I recommend doing this with a cleansing bath using salt, baking soda, and herbs. Gemini, your purpose may be activated, signs from higher powers will appear, so write down your goals, serve people, and read, of course, sacred texts such as the Bhagavad Gita. Cancers, your spiritual horizons are opening up. It's a great time for self-reflection, meditation, and communication with a spiritual teacher or mentor. Leos, it's time for you to settle all debts, both material and karmic, so forgive, accept, and let go. Virgos, your relationships may transition to a new dimension, so don't cling to the past and practice metta meditation. Metta meditation is a powerful Buddhist technique that Buddha once introduced to the world. It translates to meditation of loving kindness, a very powerful practice. And by the way, on my second channel, with meditations Blagomernaya Upsi, there is this metta meditations. You can go through it, listen to it. It's called the meditation of loving kindness. Next, Libra. Your theme is body cleansing and daily routine. Therefore, try to eat more appropriately, consume healthy food, free from alcohol, intoxication, especially heavy foods like meat. Rest more, practice yoga, pranayama, and breathing exercises. These are very powerful keys to your overall healing. Scorpio, you will experience the unveiling of creative mystical power. You can try dancing, poetry, or reciting sacred mantras. And you can create a ritual for yourself. You can perform Agni Homa or Agni Homa yourself. Next, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my dear ones, you have a space detox, meaning you need to cleanse your space. Detox of the lineage, pray for your lineage, connect with ancestors, also on my channel. In Vedic practices, there are many meditations for activating the power of the lineage, for connecting with the power of the lineage. So listen, practice. These are very powerful keys. These are all mystical meditations. They, as it were, greatly awaken the spirit, connect with the lineage. Next, Sagittarius, clean your home, as I already mentioned. Light candles for the ancestors. Practice mantras, mahamantras. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. At least 108 repetitions, or ideally 4 rounds of 108 repetitions. Chant them. It will be very powerful. Capricorns, it's a time for clarity of mind, but not for actions, for meditation. Refrain from any conflicts and observe your mind, all manifestations, feelings, emotions. Aquarius, you will experience a shift in values, possibly. Revelations regarding money may come. Concerning your financial well-being, abundance. And you may also gain insights about the overall meaning of your activities in this world and your work. Therefore, meditate on the 6th chakra. Focus all your attention on the point between your eyebrows. This will be a very powerful, resourceful meditation for you, which will initiate a flow of insights. Pisces, you have a strong influence of the solar eclipse is also anticipated. You will be at the epicenter of transformation because the eclipse is in the sign of Pisces. Therefore, try not to run away from yourself. Pray and listen. If you wish, you can call it the music of your soul, the melody of your soul. Therefore, practice. Now, regarding the practice of rituals, well, first, it is advisable to observe fasting and solitude. That is 9 hours before the eclipse. It is better not to eat to calm your mind. Next, perform a cleansing before and after the eclipse. This can be a cleansing in running water or in a bath with the addition of essential oils, for example, sandalwood, salt, and so on. Mantras. The Surya mantra. Yes, it is Om Suryaya Namaha, or Om Hram Hrim Hraum Sa Suryaya Namaha, also 108 times. The Saturn Shani mantra, Om Shem Shani Sharaya Namaha, also 108 times. And the mantra for cleansing from negativity is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And the Maha mantra, as I have already mentioned, is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This very mantra was recommended in the Kali Santarana Upanishad in the Yajurveda by Lord Brahma to the sage Narada. And he said that Narada, I will reveal to you a secret mantra for salvation and purification in the age of Kali, in which we live, the age of spiritual oblivion and degradation. Just repeat the holy names of God, the holy names of Hari, and you will achieve the highest perfection in the supreme abode. Therefore, the Hare Krishna mantra is very, very powerful. Practice it. Next, scripture, conscious writing. On paper, you can write down what you want to be free from, what you want to heal in your life, what you want to, let's say, let go of. And you can burn this letter in the flame of a candle with gratitude. And it will also be necessary to do a meditation on light. You can sit with your eyes closed and your back straight. And imagine, visualize a stream of golden light that flows through your crown, Sahasrara chakra, the 7th chakra, and how this stream passes through your entire body, cleansing all your chakras, your entire spine, all cells, and goes into the earth. Then from the earth, it rises back up, and in this way, your entire body illuminates all the darkness, the consciousness in the body. This stream dissolves everything. You can visualize for at least 10-15 minutes. This will also be a powerful technique. What should not be done during an eclipse? Well, of course it is not recommended to eat, sleep, have sex, show aggression, and make any important decisions. Therefore, do not perform surgical operations or start new projects on eclipse days. It's better to finish something old, cleanse yourself, and let go of what no longer serves you. The power of this day is from 2 Moscow time. That's it. The eclipse will encompass all spiritual horizons, let's say. Try not to fear the darkness, because it is precisely there that light is born. And as you emerge from the eclipse, thank your past which is very rich, your ancestors, teachers, higher powers. Why? Because you are also a conduit. Through you, light manifests in this world, and something very great, something good, something that will bring benefit to living beings may come. Therefore, my dear ones, my precious ones, follow these simple practices, and you will receive great, great benefit. With that, I conclude my message. Once again, I want to say that even more benefits can be found on our Telegram channel, wisdom.ved. There is also another Telegram channel, Path of the Soul. There is a wealth of knowledge, practices for you, podcasts, and much, much more. I embrace you and wish all the best to you, your loved ones, your families, your children. Please stay healthy. Love each other, and remember that when God is in the first place, everything else is in its place. See you soon.